Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know what to tell you because you can watch us wherever you want, whenever you want, because we're not here together. It's weird. I'll tell you that it's weird because I feel like it's weird and I feel like you think it's weird that you're not in school, that we didn't see each other yesterday at church, that you're not going back to school tomorrow. So ordinarily under different circumstances, this would be great because you'd be able to go wherever you want, but you gotta practice social distancing. We gotta do this whole thing where no one's allowed to hang out with each other. I can't make jokes with you. I had a joke lined up. It was so good. Lucky for you. I'm always prepared. What do you call a herd of sheep rolling down a hill? A landslide. You know who liked that one? My good friend Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash liked that one. So we're just rolling, you know what I mean? We're just rolling with the flow. It's very easy to get anxious with all this coronavirus thing. We don't know a ton about it. All we know is that it's coming around. We have to close stuff up for it. This is a good time for me to let you know that church is closed this Wednesday. It is closed next Sunday, and chances are it's gonna be closed next Wednesday as well. These decisions are gonna be made through time, and as soon as they become apparent to me, they will become apparent to you. I'll try my best to communicate those things with you. You'll get a phone call from someone. It's all gonna work itself out. But for now, just let me come here and you're gonna be fine. Anyway, the issue is that it's super contagious. The issue is not necessarily the symptoms, particularly in people our age. People our age who are healthy and everything, like nothing's happening to them. Who we really wanna pray for is the people that are older. We have a lot of people that are at risk here at our church. But for us, right, the fear is that stuff is closing up. Parents aren't going to work. We're not going to school. There's only so many TV shows on Netflix you can watch. And so there's a fear of getting like anxious about it. And scripture gives us some pretty good clues and tips on what to do in times like this. And so hopefully in this video and in videos to come, we'll be able to really kind of tackle this. Should I read it like a storybook when we're in first grade? No, I'm not gonna do that. Philippians 4 verse 6, be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, let your requests be made known to God. And let the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds through Jesus Christ. Finally, brethren, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report. If there is any virtue and if there is anything praiseworthy, meditate on these things. The things which you learned and received and heard and saw in me, these do, and the God of peace will be with you. But I rejoice in the Lord greatly that now at last your care for me has flourished again. Though you surely did care, but you lacked opportunity. Not that I speak in regard to need, for I have learned in whatever state I am to be content. I know how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I have learned to be both full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. And I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Nevertheless, you have done well now that you have shared my distress. So what's Paul saying here? Philippians 4:13, a lot of people have it in their Instagram bios. You got Tim Tebow, he's got it on the eye black. Here's what this is really saying. Paul is saying, listen, I've been through some stuff. I'm in jail right now. He's in jail when he writes this. It's dark. It's not good. I can see the end, but I have learned in all things to be content. We can have nothing and we can have everything. And the Lord gives us the opportunity to be content. Listen, this is not a time where we're gonna be stoked. Coronavirus does not make me stoked. However, I can be content. I can be cool. Listen, I'm luckier than some, right? My job didn't close down. Other people's did. That's gonna affect their pay. We pray for those people. But so long as those people have the Lord, what's gonna happen? What is it that I'm truly anxious about? Is it the fact that I don't want to get sick? Is it the fact that, maybe I'm a person at risk? Maybe something's going to happen to me and it's going to be so bad? Or on the flip side, am I trying to be content in the Lord? Am I trying to just find contentment in His Word? Am I trying to meditate on that which is pure, on that which is true, on that which is noble and just and lovely and good report and of virtue? Am I looking at those things? Because if I meditate on that, contentment's right over there. And so as we get closer to, maybe finding some more answers about this coronavirus, maybe there's a vaccine on the way, I don't know. Time will reveal a lot of things that we don't know right now. Things are gonna get stressful, they're gonna get weird, but that doesn't stop us from being content in the Lord. I'm particularly worried about this whole virus. I'm just gonna be honest. Your boy has asthma. It's a pre-existing condition. That can make things worse for me. But here's what I can't do. I can't look at that and say, well, no one touch me, no one look at me. Because that's not what the Lord has asked me to do. What the Lord has asked me to do is to be content. And to find my fulfillment not in my health, not in my well-being, not in my job, not in my social interactions, because out the window. Be content in Him. Be content in me. We've talked about this before. Trusting the process, trusting the Lord when waiting seems dumb. But we saw it in 2 Chronicles. The eyes of the Lord go to and fro about the earth, seeking whom He may show His might through. It's a new thought. It's a different way to look at this. It is an odd way for us to think. We're doers. We are, all right, give me the next thing to do. But the Lord is telling us right now to wait and to be content. And if that's what we gotta do, then that's what we gotta do. So, with that, we gonna be waiting. You, me, and Johnny Cash. Joining me here today to keep the mood light, keep things happening, we're gonna bring in my good friend Kevin Atwood to play a game. Kev, how you doing, brother?
What's up, brother?
You know we keep that thing on me. Oh, we got you. We got you.
Gotta wash your hands. Hand sanitizer.
I have a game for Kevin today. The news has been crazy.
Yeah.
The news stories have been absolutely unbelievable.
Can't
So here's
even
what I'm
read
doing. I'm gonna give you one true story and two fake stories.
Okay.
And what you have to do is you have to determine which is the real story.
Okay.
And he's not gonna get it. Story number one. Italy travel ban gives rise to an underground network of gondoliers smuggling tourists into the country. Due to the severity of the outbreak in Italy, tourists are no longer allowed to enter the country. A country which has long been one of the premier tourist destinations of the world. Gondoliers, you know, the guys who, gondoliers,
Yep.
they in particular have suffered this predicament, and under the nose of the law, they have been the bridge for avid tourists and sightseers to enter the quarantined country. While singing beautiful operas, gondoliers from Venice, such as Lorenzo di Mattiglia, have fought the odds, risked their health, and protected their industry by smuggling tourists into Italy during this trying time. Story number two. France hosted a record-breaking Smurf gathering amid the escalating coronavirus epidemic. In Landerneau, France, thousands of people showed up painted in blue with red cone hats in an organized attempt to set the Guinness World Record for the world's largest Smurf gathering.
Because why not?
Against mass criticism from French authorities regarding the endangerment of gathering during the coronavirus outbreak, the mayor defended this gathering, saying, "We must not stop living." Number three, in response to the news that dogs cannot be infected with COVID-19, PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, is preparing an ad campaign arguing that coronavirus is a living thing that demands our respect.
Oh my gosh.
While hundreds of thousands around the world have dealt with the symptoms and consequences of COVID-19, one beloved demographic has not. Our dogs. Dogs have a natural immunity to the virus, and in response, PETA has come to the conclusion that people are perhaps getting what they deserve. Championing the protection of dogs and other animals, PETA has quietly been in production of an ad campaign that would seek to prove that the coronavirus really shouldn't be viewed so harshly. Maybe it's just misunderstood, you know? One of these stories is true, Kevin.
Okay, so this is harder than you think because people crazy. And at first I thought the
Gondoliers.
Gondoliers. First I thought that was like, oh yeah, this is nuts. I saw the news article on the Smurf one.
Oh, you saw it?
I saw it. That's crazy. Why would you do that?
The France one is real. France hosts a record-breaking Smurf festival amid the escalating coronavirus epidemic.
My gosh.
Thousands of people dressed as Smurfs at a rally in Landerneau, France on March 7th to set the Guinness World Record for the largest ever gathering of blue human-like comic book characters. France alone had 1,784 cases at the time of the gathering. "We must not stop living," said Patrick Leclerc, the town's mayor, adding that we figure that a bit of fun would do us all good at this trying time. Absolutely unbelievable.
If I did not see that, I would have had no idea.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna FaceTime. Can you say something real quick? I have a game for you, okay? I have 3 stories for you, okay? I got 3 stories. 2 of them are false, 1 of them is true. You have to guess which one is true. Are you ready?
Ready.
These are all stories that have come out recently about the Roni V. Jake, 2 of these stories are false. Which one is true?
Yeah, I think it's the Smurf one is true.
The Smurf one is true? Why do you say that?
Because it's the most ridiculous, therefore I think it's true.
It is true! Dude, it is true. I got Jonathan Schallmo. Jonathan, why don't you come on over, Papa Squad? I got a game for you. I have 3 articles in front of me. 2 of them are fake. 1 of them is real. And you need to guess which article is real. Are you ready to play the game? Do you understand the rules, Mr. Schallmo?
As well as I can.
As well as he can. You know what a gondolier is? One of these is true. 2 of them are fake, Jonathan. Which one is it? You think the Smurfs in France are true?
The Smurfs in France are true.
Why do you say that?
Because I read a story about it.
Come on!
And the gondoliers is not, that didn't happen.
Come on, man.
No way.
Yeah, I got these both from The Onion. All right, thank you for your time, Mr. Schallmo. Erin! So, Erin, here's how this goes. I'm gonna tell you 3 stories. Erin, one of these stories is true. Which one do you think it is?
I think the Italian one.
You think the gondoliers, that's the true story?
It's either that or PETA. I hope it's not the Smurfs.
It's the Smurfs! The French mayor, Mayor Patrick Leclerc, said we must not stop living.
I just went with Italy because they all sound crazy because I love Italy.
Thanks for playing, Erin, and thanks for watching. We're gonna have another video up later this week, hopefully. If you wanna get a phone call, a FaceTime, something like that, shoot me a message. Maybe we'll try to figure something out, get you in the next video. But until then, that's all I got. How do you end a video?